Uh-huh.
It's kind of Cronenberg, but it's also very like contemplative and like a mood piece.
I
I
can't tell what
really
it's about, like, but I guess it's a mood piece. That makes sense. I kinda conveyed that.
It's about whatever the fuck Cronenberg
well,
wants.
like it has a plot and it has like narrative movement, but it's
Well,
Oh,
also
I'm
it's all
sure.
very
good.
subtle narrative movement, and it doesn't really have a climax.
Huh.
It has an incredible kind of world building and like environmental storytelling to it. Um,
I would be curious to hear about it later when you're not scared of spoiling it for people, because I don't think I plan on
I don't
seeing
know that
it.
I can spoil it. I really,
Oh, well, in that case, then I would
I
just
don't
love to
know if
hear
it
about it
has
later when we have
spoilers.
time.
It doesn't.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not real. The movie's not real.
it's not real. I made it all up.
That's the twist. That's the spoiler. You get to the
I
end of the
mean, I
movie
saw a
and it's
preview
like
for it.
you
Yeah,
get
I
to
made
the
that up.
you get to the end of the movie and it's just like, hey, guess what? It's me, Cronenberg. You've just been in an empty theater for 2 hours.
I called something a feat of cinematic legerdemain today, but I think that would be the real feat of cinematic legerdemain.
That's a good phrase.
Thank you. I was pretty proud of it when I came up with it on the spot. I was talking about everything everywhere all at once, so.
Oh,
I still
hell
need to
yeah.
see that.
It's
So
very good. It destroyed me in the best possible way, and then it rebuilt me, and, yeah, I recommend it. It's the good multiverse movie.
Like Lawnmower Man? Like you got destroyed and then put back together? Isn't that what that movie's about?
Sorry, I was drinking at the time. That
I
oh,
could be drinking right now.
Oh, are
mm.
we drinking right now?
We could. This is my
I'm
cider.
drinking water. I'm sick, guys. I gotta hydrate.
That's fair.
I
Well,
don't.
I mean,
go
you
be
do you.
go be responsible, you
Like a
dumb bitch.
Gagarita.
I appreciate that we have a friend group where everybody knows if I say dumb or bitch that I mean it lovingly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Amos is waiting for us to stop.
No, this
Oh yeah,
this
you asked if we were ready, and I
there
said yes,
there
and then
y'all,
nothing happened.
and I
That's
said
my bad.
okay, I was starting it. Here we are. Been
Oh,
listening
is
to
it-
y'all
is
talk
it-
about Cronenberg.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Cool. Hi everyone. Hello internet.
I'm sorry.
That's
I should
cool.
have maybe said that a couple of times.
No,
Just
you're
didn't want to
good.
interrupt.
This is what we get. Is what we deserve.
Yeah.
Right as John fucking left. Stupid fuck. He's my brother. I can say that. Also, it's true, so I can say that. What? We snacking?
It's a Bagarita.
You
Interesting.
fascinate me. I thought you got a like. Is that a Capri Sun of alcohol?
It's like a frozen slush of alcohol.
Woo.
Shit.
It's like a frozen Go-Gurt of booze.
That sounds really good.
They're amazing. Like honestly, this is so good, and it's pretty. It contains
This
1%
episode's
to
sponsored
5%
by
alcohol.
Turns out we've been live for the entire Cronenberg conversation.
Good.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Woo!
It's not for everybody. It's very disturbing. Not very disturbing, but like
Normal Cronenberg levels of disturbing.
kind of. I don't know. Yeah, it's like
I don't know. I'm weird because I don't like horror gore, but I like artistic body horror. So like maybe
it's pretty. It's not. I wouldn't even call it a horror movie. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of generally unsettled.
Hmm.
And it's like a very interesting social commentary.
Okay. I mean, it's got me intrigued.
I don't know how I feel about Kristen Stewart's performance in it yet.
Bane, do you have a smaller version of the stressed out unicorn? I guess I could downsize it. What is it? Smaller than 1 megabyte?
Dressed out unicorn.
Yeah, what are
Yeah,
we talking
remember
about?
when I had insomnia and I
Yeah,
drew
yeah,
a
yeah.
stressed out unicorn at the end? That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good drawing.
It's
Fun.
awesome.
It really captured the feeling of insomnia.
At 3 a.m.
I'm using it to make a little panel on my page so that people can go follow Bane.
For those of you wondering. It's that.
I was wondering. Oh, I remember.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think I
call
could
it
just
magically
resize
stressed.
That unicorn should not have had that last Red Bull. That was one Red Bull too many.
That unicorn had one Four Loko.
That they've been holding on to since 2007.
Yeah. They have one of the OG, like, still caffeinated ones.
Yeah. And they regret it.
I forgot that caffeinated alcohol is illegal now.
I didn't know that ever existed.
Same.
That's what Four Locos used to be.
I've never heard of Four Loko before this moment.
Well,
I've been operating on context
We had
clues.
some dude who came into
I
the
have.
ER the other day who'd had like 40 of them.
I usually hear
Terrifying?
about it from like frat boys.
That would kill me.
I would say not even the alcohol part, just that much caffeine would kill you.
Yeah. I drink half calf coffee.
I say if you look at an energy drink too long, you start to get shaky. Your heart gets like ready to go. It's like, I'll eject right now.
Truth. Red Bull and vodka is a good combination. I also like Red Bull with Jaeger, but
I don't like
can't
anything with Jaeger.
do that anymore. Oh, I love Jaeger.
I keep telling you to put Jaeger in soda, right?
No,
Yeah, you put Jaeger in soda and it makes root beer candy flavored drink.
It's true.
I know that if you put
It's very true.
if you put Kahlua and orange juice together, it tastes like a Tootsie Roll, but that would also kill
cursed
Amos.
Tootsie Roll. But a good Tootsie
That's true.
I have a recipe somewhere for it's alcoholic chocolate milk, but you taste no alcohol. It's just
Carolyn's Irish cream. Like
We
you know,
bought
Bailey's
some.
Irish cream. Carolyn's Irish creams taste like alcoholic chocolate milk with minimal.
We
alcohol.
have a jar. We have like a jug of that in the other room right now.
So do we.
I bought it because you
Anyway,
recommended it. I'm sorry.
would
Recap.
anyone like to do a recap?
We already did one before the stream started.
For the
Let's
stream,
do it again.
menaces.
We got stopped at the border patrol because I have a fucked up hand.
Thank you.
No, we made it to the keep, which is like a mountain keep, fortress city.
It
They were
like sits in a
checking.
mountain pass, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is the fortress that blocks the pass through the mountains.
Yeah. We got to the gate. They started checking all our shit to make sure there were no strange diseases. Everybody else made it through, but Fyodor, to the surprise of everyone except for Ducha, did not pass this inspection because his pinky is like a sickly silver color that is different than the rest of his body. So now we're being taken, thanks to the persuasion check by I think everyone, where they convinced them like, no, look, it's not contagious, we're fine. So we're being taken to the keeper in charge of the keep to get checked out, I guess.
Yes.
Yep. And before that, we figured out what to do about the bandits, which was kill some, spare some, make sure they could get safely where they were going.
Kill the ones who needed it, and then like the rest go do your thing, you know? Like we're not here to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're bandits, I care if you're a bad boss.
True. True.
Welcome to the world includes
True.
the working class bandits.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. We're being escorted. Oh, and Ducha spoke to an owl face thing
Person.
in his brain that
That
used
communicated with,
abstract
like,
concept telepathy.
Concepts. Yeah.
I remember underground stars.
Yeah.
And-
Highly sophisticated language based on natural concepts aligned in a specific way.
Yeah. The only one I
That's
remember
good stuff.
specifically was underground stars, though.
I think there's also like rustling leaves or like moving water or something like that too at different times.
Like 6 sessions from now, we're gonna find out it's like the fucking circle language from Arrival. Duca can tell the future now. Everybody go watch Arrival, by the way. It's a good movie.
Yeah, Arrival's a great movie. Just read. I still need to read the short story it's based on. I love that author. It's oh dang it, Amos, didn't I loan you the book that he wrote, the short story collection?
Yes. Yeah,
Nice.
you did indeed.
Ted
I
Chiang.
I have gotten about a third of the way through Guards.
Oh, fun.
And I do
Isn't
like
that
it.
guy who was in Mamma Mia?
I don't think Terry Pratchett was in Mamma
No.
Mia.
Skarsgård. Something.
Oh, I understand now. That's
Thank you
fun.
for. I had to explain it so you all lose.
So,
We're at the city.
thank you.
Oh yeah, and we explained that since Fyodor had stopped the infection from spreading, that was very interesting to them because they haven't been able to stop the infection. So we're being taken to see the keeper, who is like the leader of this city.
The city
And a
king
librarian.
and a nerd.
A nerd president.
We're going to see Obama.
We're gonna see Jimmy
Gotta
Carter.
change the design now, damn it.
Jimmy Carter Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not being
Oh
led
my
by like
gosh.
in chains or anything, right? They're just like, hey,
No.
like walk with it. That's good because I would not respect them.
They're not putting you in chains. But you guys have kind of recollected back into the wagon as you watch the smaller doors, and but you don't know how they would even open the larger gate doors that seems to span from the ground all the way up to the top of it. But these heavy doors back behind kind of creak open as the larger of the centaurs kind of motions for you again and starts walking in, leaving the other two and the owl masked person back outside. And he kind of maintains keeping in front of you in that enough to block your path so that the wagon cannot go around him as the doors kind of come back shut behind you. You don't see anyone behind the door. You're not sure how they're closing, but they just kind of.
If it's not
And you're-
locked, we can just thaumaturgy it.
But brain.
Sorry.
Thank you. You threw a pebble at my glass house, damn it. And I broke.
I'm sure there's locks.
What does the city look like, Bane? What do we see?
Well, right now you can kind of see a little bit of the light seeping back through from past him, and you do see some of those rising stone buildings, and you can hear the bustle of it, but you can't quite get a good look at it. As he kind of keeps you from going in, and he motions for you to the left, and as you kind of turn to look towards that kind of, it's lit by these little lanterns, but it's not as bright as outside in contrast to it, a staircase leading up into the wall. And he finally speaks. The cart will remain here guarded. You must go.
Wait, Owl Mask said this?
No, the draft
Oh.
centaur. He's the one that led
Okay,
you in.
okay.
I was
The-
literally just about to ask how the card's supposed to go up the stairs.
The two rodeo guards and the owl mask stayed back outside.
Oh, okay.
Out of character, Dalton, do you have the bottle with you? Does Fyodor have the bottle on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that we have it in case we need it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Break it over the keeper. Here, drink this.
Experiment.
The title should have been "Don't Fight the Keeper," Fyodor.
Don't fight the
not a fight,
keeper.
That's a victory.
That's not a fight. That's a show.
Yeah, don't
make
fight
me
the
make you
keeper
new
is
a new
my
character.
favorite
Don't
band
make me do
song.
I'll do it.
I like this character. Don't make me kill him.
I do like Fyodor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are you guys going up the stairs?
I'm walking briskly. I'm so excited to meet the keeper and learn more about this fucking place.
You notice as you start going up the stairs, further up ahead is darker, but as you get closer, a light will flick on and one further back will come off, and it just kind of keeps lighting the way. And even as it will split off into a different hallway, it will remain dark until it's your turn, and then a light will flick on and follow it around until you are led. Strangely, like, you're surprised that they didn't have somebody come up with you. So there's not really anything stopping you from going other places if you wanted to, or if you wanted to keep following the lights.
Keep following
Yeah.
for now.
Lilia's
Zarka's going to bring up the rear of the party and look around very suspiciously for any
Okay.
other means of enforcement that are secretly guiding us and setting us on path.
Is there anything to steal in this stairwell? Not that I'm
There's a
going for, I just want to know the options there.
There's a couple large tapestries on the wall that seem like they have almost like, I guess, like the insignia of the keep, but that's about it. Besides the actual lanterns on the wall. All right.
Lilia's country
Now-
bumpkin ass is just like sticking close to, just kind of like in between everybody, just like in awe, checking everything out. Like, this is craziness.
Motions detecting lights.
Yeah.
And as you come down toward, like, again, you almost walk past it when you realize the light in front of you doesn't go on. It kind of veers you back off to your right. And you're now looking down a hallway it just looks like a normal door. It doesn't, there's nothing fancy or remarkable. It's a door at the end of the hallway. With a little light on either side going, ta-da!
Oh, anticlimactic.
I'm so suspicious right now.
I think
You
I
are always
appreciate the keeper.
suspicious. I mean, yeah, you don't need a fancy door. It opens, it closes.
Person has a proper understanding of rule.
Anyway.
I walk by. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm just strolling.
Let's just go.
As you got it, you go towards the door and you kind of reach for the handle. Before you can even grab it, the door itself just kind of comes open and lets you in. And there is this very bright, warm, welcoming light into it. Like, again, it doesn't seem like, it's not garish, it's not full of a bunch of fancy stuff. It's just a very warm, welcoming room. You see, while there's no windows in here, there is this almost sunlight, like, warmth coming from it. There's plants blooming along the walls. There's a surprisingly large desk for the room sitting towards the back, and it's pressed up against the back wall, but it is facing you. Like, there's no way to have a chair under the desk, which is odd. And as you guys kind of step into it, the door kind of, not even a squeak, just very casually closes back to it.
This is too pleasant. I'm very on edge right now.
Thank
I don't trust it.
Who closed the door? Who
Zarka
opened the
closed
door?
the door. The door did.
Is it magic?
Probably. Dulka, is it magic?
Oh, absolutely.
What the fuck?
And as you kind of spin around, you almost miss it at first, in all honesty. Ah, scheisse, where's my folder? I didn't have the folder ready.
My passive
no.
perception is 10. I miss a lot of things.
Yeah, and you probably would have missed this as well. If I can find it, my gods, where did I put it? I just had it. There it is. But as you guys kind of spin around, you almost miss it, but it's sitting up on the top of the door frame. This little woman looking down at you. If it loads, please.
Oh no, I was in the wrong chat.
It won't load.
Oh, there it is.
Is
Why
the
is it-
file too big?
No, like, it's just giving me the loading block of death because it hates
I've
me.
got the loading blocks as well.
I got a poop emoji.
Where are
Open
you?
original.
Where are you letting it?
The NPCs channel?
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. If you
Open
scroll-
original.
Oh my god.
Oh, open original.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'll be good.
There.
For scale, what is the size of this person?
She's about the
Oh.
size of a normal human's hand.
A normal human's hand.
Ooh. Oh, is that a pearl ring she's wearing as a bracelet?
Correct.
And a necklace as a belt? Or a
Yeah, she's
bracelet as a
wearing a
belt?
bracelet as a belt. But
And
you
that's like a
do-
single pin for an earring? Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
This is so cool.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
But she's sitting up on top of the door frame, and she just kind of smiles and goes like, "Yes, it's magic. I got her very good at over the." And she looks at the pearl ring on her wrist as if it's a watch, and she just kind of stops a second. I don't remember how long it's been. Do you guys know how long it's how? When did the gods? You know what? That's fine. We'll worry about that later. So they said they were bringing somebody up that was interesting, and you guys do seem like an interesting bunch, but I'm not. I don't know why they would. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the keep. I'm the keeper.
Hello, Madam Keeper. I'm sorry, we are a bit foreign and we are not 100% aware of the formalities involved.
Oh, that's fine. I don't really worry about formalities. It got really boring after about 100 or so years, and I don't fret with it too much anymore.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Well, yes, Madam Keeper, we are scientists, as it were. We are scholars of the natural world, and we understand that you and your people are already somewhat in the know about the current situation with the natural beasts of this world. Are you not?
They did not tell you why they were sending us to you? That seems irresponsible communication.
Well, we've been a little bit busy, more on the other gate, but you know, I will figure it out when you guys get up here. But so, because I know that there was one of you that has in fact mutated, but not the rest of you, and I'm assuming it's you. They said it was the big one, and you see him a little big, just a
You know,
little
it's
bit.
always the size. Like it's never at oh, it is
There
the
is so much more to you, Pabarachim.
thank you. I think so. And I just hold up
You are
my
also
hand.
drunk most of the time.
I am not actually drunk. It is not that strong to
I apologize. It's my
it is
comment. You are
buzz.
usually drinking. You are not usually drunk.
Yes.
As you lift your hand up to kind of show her, it blocks your view just enough that as you kind of like blink, you suddenly she is on the back of your hand, like moving your finger around, like looking at it. Just this isn't usually, I've met several, and they're not usually this color until they're real old. What?
Yeah,
How
this
did
is the
this
normal
start?
color.
Yeah, I figured based on the rest of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did
Also,
you
we
tell
don't
me?
normally get this is more silver. We normally get more like a grayish color. The silver is not a natural part of bugbear lifespan.
I didn't say it was natural.
Oh,
I
you
just
said
said
they
I
don't
don't
normally
usually
look
see
like
it
that.
that color.
That is probably something to look into later. Oh yeah. Tuchel, we have not told the other. You guys did not know this was happening.
What's happening?
Well, the fact that we got detained because of me.
Oh. I just
Well, yes,
figured
if you
that
were
was
all
going to happen.
traveling
Look at
together.
us.
Well, no, you were all traveling together. No. And again, with that kind of like pit, like that. No. Again, she's disappeared off of your hand, and she has kind of propped herself up against Lilia's ear, just like casually, just like, no. See, we don't judge anyone by any of the things that they look like or wear or choose to do. As long as you don't hurt anybody, you are welcome here. But we have to be very careful with the diseases and stuff going on because we don't know how it's going to affect people. So we're trying to be careful so that everybody can live safely and happily.
Reasonable.
And you
Yeah,
are odd.
I get that a lot.
And she kind of, and again, it's almost as somebody will blink and she will be gone and be somewhere else, whether it's like she was on Lily or she was on you. And again, she's kind of reappeared by Zarkra all of a sudden, and you don't even notice until that like very chipper little voice just like, this seems like new this year. And she's like, again, kind of running her hand, starting at the horn, but you watch as her hand goes over it and off and just keeps following the curve of where it should be, but where it has disappeared.
Zarkra, her whole body tenses up, and you can all kind of tell that she's suppressing like a reflexive angry cat hiss at this sudden contact that she didn't know was going to be initiated, but she
Madam Keeper,
it
if
is
we could
recent. Yes.
maybe keep the invasion of personal space to a minimum. As
I
I
don't
said,
mind.
we are foreign to this land, and we are used to a lot of open space.
That's
Uh,
fair. I don't get a lot of visitors, so sometimes I can get a little excitable. Sorry.
Lilia
Usually I'm the
does
one
not
going to
care.
the library, but and she is very soft. Have you tried petting her? She's very soft. Do you let people to pet you? Is that okay?
sure.
Oh, I always thought that would be like
Fantastic.
demeaning in some way.
It feels
Depends
nice.
on the person.
I guess it
Ear
depends on
stretch.
how you do it. Ooh.
You are very
Shoot.
soft. Sorry.
Is
I
it, would it be rude to ask, do you see with all the eyes or just
Yes. Well, these are not my only eyes, but I do see with all of them. Yes.
that's cool.
do.
I have a question for like Meta. Is she when she moves, do they just kind of trail behind her, or do they seem to like move like wings?
They almost when she's not moving, they are sprayed out like this, but they almost seem to move like a cape when she moves.
Okay, very
Like it
cool.
doesn't seem to be what is causing her to fly, but they do seem to represent some sort of wings.
I adore everything about that.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
I guess
Oh, right. The reason you guys are here. And she kind of snaps her finger. And again, you don't hear it until there's a light tinking sound. And as you look over at the desk that again is pressed up against the wall, a large feathered quill has appeared and is dipping in ink. And she's like, Plume, Plume, a message. I need you to take notes on this. Thank you. And again, as it just kind of gets ready at the edge of the paper, ready to start taking notes as she looks back at you guys. It's like, so, you guys are talking about scientists, so I assume you're coming here for what? The college, the library? What are you looking for? Like,
all of it.
anything specific you're researching, or are you just wanting to take it all
Oh god. Calm. Stay calm.
Well, the mutations in particular, any information that your people have collected would be invaluable in our studies. But yes, I am interested in everything that you have to offer.
in? Well, everything is open to anyone as long as you don't leave the library with it. I will know. It will not be fun. Please don't do that. It isn't a public collection. I'd like to keep it that way, if that's
I mean,
fair, right?
I guess short answer, I stuck my hand in a weird puddle.
A weird puddle?
Yeah. It was a what did they call it in common? A pit of tar? Was it tar-like or was it more of an ink, would you say?
DM, what was it? Was it like? It was more like it was like an
Ichor-ish?
An ichor be a good?
It
Never stuck my
almost
hand in
seemed
ink.
like a slightly drying puddle of ink. Like it was thicker than water, but it wasn't like a sludge.
It was so thicker than water, but still fairly inviscous.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could still
So
let
it
it go
wasn't
through a strainer,
tar.
no problem.
It was more
Yeah.
like just slow water.
Mhm.
Heavy water.
Mustard. No, I'm just
Oil.
kidding. Oil.
Kind of.
Thick water is the thing, and it grosses me out. That's not the point. But yeah.
But yeah, it was like a
oil
thick.
made out of like olives or something.
Yeah.
Gross. Interesting.
Olives or oil or the olive oil? Which part of that is gross to you?
Olives.
That's fair.
I don't like olives. Anyway. But yeah,
But yeah, it was a.
so you just you stuck your hand in the
Yeah, I wanted to see what it did, so I stuck my hand in it. But I figured it might be dangerous, so I only put in a part of my hand I was willing to cut off if it went wrong.
This is not our first rodeo, I assure you.
Assume by the everything about you, though she seems a little new to it. Is she okay? She doesn't seem okay.
Lilia, how are you?
I'm okay. I got ear
Mm.
scratches.
How are you? I don't know which of you she was talking to.
I
Anyway,
suppose I've been better, but things are good.
the small
It's
one is
fine.
missing pieces both physically and mentally. That one is shattered into pieces, but still carrying all of them, and that is what concerns me. But she like points at Lilia.
Huh. That seems very pointed.
She's like looking around like for something she was like carrying. She might have forgot. Like.
Oh, no,
Oh,
sweetheart, no. I'm not talking about
she
you.
is
I'm talking about you.
She
A
is
little
reading.
broken.
She is reading the scars of our journey. Neat.
Oh, you mean the fire?
Your emotions.
My emotions because of the fire?
Because of a lot of things, apparently. But I don't have time to talk about that right now. I've got other things to do, but I do want to talk to you guys. And we got
I
other
like.
things.
You really
I
can't
like
just
how
start
you.
a therapy session and then end it immediately.
I was gonna say
We
you
have to talk
literally.
about it later.
You just brought up everyone's. You implied heavy trauma in two of our teammates and then kept going.
Yeah.
She's
Like,
evolved.
yeah,
Very open city.
Yeah, they said I need to work on that, but like no one ever wants to talk to me very much, so I don't get practice at it. So I'm just usually up here with my
To be
plant.
fair, I imagine it's hard to get to you when you are behind a labyrinth of moving lights.
I'm not always here.
That's good. I imagine it would be not great for your sanity. But no, yeah, I stuck my hand in a puddle, and it turned my pinky silver, and I think we also stuck it on a plant or something. Did we stick it on a plant?
I think we threw some leather in there, maybe, or
We
some
stuck some
pieces
leather
of
in
wood.
there. We stuck a
Are
dead
you
person.
familiar with the fishers?
Yes, I've read about them. I have not yet met one in person, but
Okay, well, you know that they are about, and I cast minor illusion and make a little fish. You know they are about this big, correct? Okay, well, with the appearance of this pool, the fishers were, and then I'm gonna make one of the mutated fishers. They were this big.
it seems the mutation's gotten a strong hold on me. You said this was over by, right? And she
Yeah.
kind of, again, even she's kind of disappeared again for a moment. You don't know where she's gone until again you feel her on your finger, like on the silvered one, just like at your side. And you're like, well, and she stops for a second, and you see the whites from all of the eyes, both on her wings and her own eyes. They kind of disappear into this solid red for a second, and she goes, "This smells familiar." And
So
again,
the
she's
look is
gone. And
Do
suddenly
you?
she's sitting at her desk, and she's almost disappeared. You almost wouldn't notice it unless her like the side of the wings were gone. She has your flask.
Yeah,
I know what
that.
it smells like.
I was about to offer if you wanted to see that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Would you like it back?
I mean, I feel
I
like I would
feel
prefer
like
that.
it's
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, I need
Wait,
to say
you
it is a scientific sample.
I'm not gonna take anything from it. I just want to take a look at it. If that's okay.
Well, I mean, you do not touch it.
Oh, I hadn't planned on it.
I'm
What the-
sorry. You took it with you, this pool of tar, ink, ichor, whatever it is that
Only enough that would fit in a flask. Yeah, for scientific purposes.
Testing.
I'm
Yeah.
casting
Wondering-
Divine Sense again.
It feels infernal.
And now that I've got the flask separated from Fyodor's entire silhouette, I can tell that that's what's emitting the
There's like
infernal.
there's like a very small inkling of that infernal off of that finger, and the
Uh-huh.
rest of it's concentrated on that flask.
Okay. Other thing, am I getting any fiend, celestial, or undead off of the keeper?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, Zarka just narrows her eyes.
Is there a
Sniffs the
visible
air.
tell that she's divine sensing, or is it just?
She gets real focused. She kind of sniffs the air. Her eyes unfocus, like she's in the zone, but she's a bit glazed over too. Like she's deep in.
She's just intensely she's dissociating in a direction.
Yeah, like her other senses are open. It's not sight, but she is very almost animalistically focused in that direction.
Sight beyond sight, one might say.
Right. It's smell, it's taste, it's other
Don't
general
taste
things.
Fyodor's hand.
Yeah, no, well, not planning on it.
But yeah, no, yeah, we are what part of we are scholars, we are scientists. We learn. You take specimens. We could not keep making trips back to the fucking tar pit.
Well, that's fair. I just. And as she kind of gets up to the top of it, and she unscrews it and kind of gazes into it and lets go of it, but it doesn't fall over. It stays standing, and she just kind of leans back, watching it as you watch a small stream of it kind of come up out of it and form this little like orb of it floating over it. And she just kind of floats around it, just like, I gotta be honest, it's a little gross. I don't think I can do anything about it right this minute. I don't really have the time to kind of pick and prod at it. But however, if you guys do want to go back down to the college, there is a team there that we have that is doing research and stuff on this type of phenomenon. They should actually be getting back from one of their expeditions in the next day or so. Although I know one of them is there right now because he was not feeling well, so he didn't go with them. You know, normal things, but like not the mutation. You know, it's fine.
Normal cowardice, yes.
I know this is a question I can probably direct at the students there, but I was under the impression this was some sort of plague, some sort of miasma or, I don't know, bloodborne phenomenon.
It might
Were
be.
you aware that it's spread by such things as this before now? You don't seem surprised.
Yes and no. I'm surprised by the method of transportation, but not necessarily by its contents.
You are not surprised it is weird, but you are surprised it is a liquid.
That you are carrying in a flask, yes.
Yeah, again, I don't feel like this is that weird. I also have an alchemy kit. I have all kinds of weird shit in vials and bottles and flasks.
Oh my.
She
And then I
kind of
have-
snaps her fingers
and
and,
then
points down.
And then I have Kofka, which is also a flask, sort of, but it is also. Do you want some?
No, I've had it and I am good, thank you.
What? How have you? I don't remember exporting it.
Not always lived here. I've not always been the keeper.
Think.
I've been places. I've seen things. I've talked to people.
All right.
I got my books somehow. Fairly. It's fairly. But like I got them somehow. I had to go get them.
I think we traded for ours.
Yeah.
Well, yours we traded for.
Mine?
Yeah. I mean, I killed a blood hunter once, but that's.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. And she kind of snaps her finger, and it just kind of a quick drops back into it as the lid pops back on. And he goes, "Well, I've got some other rounds to do today, but I would, if this is okay, I do want to kind of keep a closer eye on you, just because, again, I don't want you wandering around with that, especially if that's already causing mutations to you. If you stuck your hand in it, I don't want you throwing it at people. If that's like fair,
That would be
right?
a waste.
Fair.
That would be a waste of a specimen, but yes.
Yes, but I also just met you, so I'm just, covering my bases. I want to make sure I keep my citizens safe. Anyway,
So you're
if you
keeping an
don't-
eye on me, or you are keeping the flask?
Yes.
Both?
I'm not keeping the flask. I'm keeping an eye on you.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
so we actually have. How long are you guys planning on staying?
Till we have answers or get bored.
So just visiting, right? Okay. So
Very apt summary.
That is how we plan our day.
honestly, it seems spring. I've been doing this for a while. I could use a vacation like that. But that's not the point. Anyway, we'll worry about that when all of the shenanigan and charcuterie and whatever have you. Yes, I said that.
Is there charcuterie available?
Somewhere. Someone's doing it.
What is that?
They take normal food and make it very small on a fancy plates for no reason.
Absolutely. So we have some barracks that that if you would like to could stay there, or you could pay for an inn. But I was like, up to you. I will.
Do we
I
have
will know
money?
what you are doing, regardless. But whether your comfort zone, if you don't want to stay in the barracks with some of they don't bother you. They'll you'll be in your own little room. But like,
I
yeah.
say, if
What
we get
kind
tired,
of privacy would we have?
none probably. Is barracks.
You have a door.
I don't have a problem with it personally. That's more than
You seem very
I
familiar
was
with it.
used
Yes.
to.
I mean, if we need an inn, we could just also sell. We still have some of the spicy honey we could pawn off at market.
I will never sell the spicy honey. That is for us. Also.
I still have.
I'm not opposed to the barracks either. I don't. I think it's
Yeah,
the same
if
amount
they-
of privacy. It might even be more, since the soldiers at the barracks can be told to leave us alone when other patrons of an inn cannot.
Yeah. I
So we're
do
staying
have
at
a,
the barracks?
Julie, do you
probably.
have a problem with the barracks?
I don't know who you just asked.
Lilia.
Lilia?
Oh.
She's still. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. We'll just
No, you're good.
chalk that up to her still like looking around. She's
Like, you
like,
almost can't see the walls through the plants that just cover them. There's like ivies draping down and flowers and different things blooming and growing.
oh, she loves it. Yeah,
One of them is catnip. She's just up against the wall.
so I'm fine as long as I don't get separated.
The barracks
You're
would
one of
be
those
lovely.
pieces. Anyway, so fantastic. I will get that set up for you guys.
Thanks, man.
I feel like Alelia's eyes are doing that thing where like cats do when they see something they're excited about, just like hyper vibrating, like, oh my god, this is awesome, stuff everywhere.
Man, just fantastic. If you want to follow the lights back down that way, they will lead you back to your new area. There's a stable available for your horse as well. He seems to be very worn down and a little rough around the edges. if
Which
we're
is
being
weird.
honest.
I have been taking shifts with him. He has been well rested.
Yeah, but he seems like he's a little up there in age.
That's fair.
Anyway, we have comfortable barracks for him. Well, I say barracks for him because the centaurs insisted on that bit on having more of it. It's their choice. I gave them the option. That's what they wanted. So
It's fair.
anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, if you want to follow those lights back down there, we will get you all
I was
set
going
up
to
in your new
drink
home
for
while you're
every time. I was going to drink every time you said anyway, but I was going to die.
here. Well,
As your
you
blood.
won't know until you try. Anyway.
There it is. Is there like a visitor center? I need to figure out the local laws and statutes so that I do not unintentionally break one by following my true heart's desires.
Little concerning, but what have you. So when you get back down there and they will lead you to the barracks. There should be. Did we restock them? Jerry! And she kind of looks off like towards a wall and just kind of spaces out for a second and goes, yeah, no, we can put new plans for that because we've been training new guards, so we updated some stuff in there. So yeah, no, there should be some in the barracks room when you go down there.
Oh my god, is Brad with us?
Right.
He's in the wagon.
Okay.
He's in the barrel
Oh
next to.
my
He's in the
God.
barrel
No.
next to the sea
With Macaulay
monster.
Culkin's bread.
We left him alone with a plesiosaur.
Just like
Breaking
Home Alone
stuff.
6.
Home Alone 6 Jurassic World.
Home Alone
Yes.
6, a magical Leopleurodon.
Everything's getting rebooted these days.
Including Brad when we have to resuscitate him in like 20 minutes.
So if you ever want to speak to me or have questions or anything like that, especially if you're over by the library or the college of any sort, there is going to be a bell by the front door. Hit it, and I will be there for you to help you wherever you need to. I'm available for all the citizens, but
But we are the
Anyway.
interesting ones.
That seems
you
incredibly
are new, and I'm very
taxing.
curious.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, if anybody needs help, and again, every mind is different, they might have knowledge that I never even thought about. So it's always good to talk to people. Bounce ideas off things. Learn.
At all hours.
Yeah. I don't need sleep.
I can tell the envy rising in Duka that you do not sleep. You are omnipresent and mind reading.
Teach me your ways.
Now, anyway. Ready?
Yeah.
And
Duh.
as you guys kind of turn, you see the greenery of the room, and by the time you stop, the door is shut behind you, and you guys are standing in the hallway, and you don't remember stepping.
That is cool.
I do not like it.
You've
I don't
never
know, I
blacked
think
out
she's
before?
pretty cool.
How did we?
Magic.
Magic's
It's
weird.
a pretty casual explanation. How did that happen? Magic. Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum.
But yeah. The lights in front of you down the hallway once again kind of flicker awake, pointing you in the direction you need to go.
And we
when you get
leave.
back. Yep. And you follow it back down again, you pass a couple hallways with again the very same similar bare ordinary doors as you go before going back down the steps back towards your
Neffy, I didn't need all of my veins. Oh, she's stuck in my sock.
Oh no.
Fyodor,
Yeah.
I know we don't owe each other anything.
Correct.
Was there ever going to be a point in time, though, when you felt it was prudent to share with the rest of us what you were carrying with you?
When it became any of your business?
Just seems like it could have presented a danger.
Not if only if I spilled it on you.
Zucker, I assure you, we have been carrying this bottle for months prior to our meeting. If there was any indication that it was dangerous aside from direct contact, it would have been brought up immediately. But with our extensive study of the substance, it was more of a curiosity that, until very, very recently, was not connected to our study at all. It was only recently have the dots come together to form a picture, and the keeper's knowledge would seem to indicate that it is, yes, in fact, connected.
Well,
But yes, to answer your direct question, I was going to share when it mattered.
I sense a malevolence from it that concerns me, something that feels foreign to this. Foreign to this world.
Huh.
That's just a feeling.
What exactly did you sense from it, if I might ask?
Evil, if such a thing can be said to.
Quantifiable evil?
Yes, I know, that's not helpful.
Not from this world. With like what is the world with the evil in it?
Hell.
Hell, that is the one.
Earth.
Shit.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
That is
Fyodor
poignant.
didn't say that.
I'm sorry, I was thrown off my guard. I was suddenly being inquisited.
This world doesn't need demons and devils to hold its own evil, but the fact that this has the stench of it, of something external, concerns me.
Anybody else getting a slight
No,
echo?
see, this
Yeah, I got it too.
So your mic is not John, your mic is picking up Celeste.
Yeah. And me.
Amy. Amy is here.
Oh, hello.
A dog. And a human.
in just a second, I am gonna have to handle this dog while Kaylee leaves. So that'll be just a moment.
Should we take an intermission?
Sure.
I need to
I
make
don't mind.
sure that I need to make sure my
Put your
child
kid
is
down.
getting ready to, go to bed ish soon ish.
Right on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let me change to the intermission screen.
So they
We are back from
Hell
outer
yeah.
space.
No?
Just walked in to find you here with that dog look upon her face. Look at There's Cora.
What is it, Cora? Are you chilling? Is cat freaking you out? Huh?
Mother, I crave violence.
I sent
Cat.
that to my own mother today, and she was a little concerned.
Why? She's met you. She knows exactly how much violence you crave regularly.
I know, that's why I was concerned. I was like, do you not know me anymore, mother? I thought we were close.
My favorite is the story was that time she called me just out of the blue. I didn't know it was her. And
Oh.
we just started talking, and then she tells me about how you like almost tossed your nephew on the couch because someone handed him to you.
Correct.
Yeah, it was a nephew, right?
It's one of the children that my brothers decided to have.
They were like, here, and you were like, no.
Ended up having on accident.
That's her story she tells when she explains to people why she's never expecting grandchildren.
Do you remember that story I told you where my nephew tried to get in my lap and almost pushed my drawing tablet and my entire laptop off of me, and I wanted to punt him over a fence?
Yes.
It was that.
Yeah.
It was that incident as she's talking about. Like, yeah, I was going to commit a crime on this 2-year-old. And they'll never find him.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Commit the crime?
Yes.
I've learned that if you fold your arms, that will not stop people from trying to hand you a baby.
Don't do it.
Like if your arms are like this, they will still be like keep pushing the child towards you. And I'm like, see, there's a certain point at which if I don't unfold my arms to grab this baby, I am somehow still the asshole who dropped a baby, even though they dropped a baby on a person who did not have hands to receive it. So like, I don't know why that's on me, but society says
I never
that I
understood
dropped that baby.
I was the one that was like, please don't touch my child. I don't know where your fucking hands have been. Please don't touch my child. It's fine.
So the funny thing is, my brother's wife was very particular about who could touch the baby. If you were gonna touch Hudson, the kid, or whatnot, your whole arm, any skin that was gonna come in contact with this small child had to have hand sanitizer on it.
Okay,
this was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Matthew, on the other hand, was like, I'm gonna let this kid eat a rock, and decided while I was in the kitchen, he tried to put the child on my back, and I smelled the baby, and I almost vomited into the sink. And he's like, hold the kid. I'm like, you touch me again, I'm burying it in the backyard.
I got gifted with a strong stomach. So one time I smelled poo and I was like, meanwhile, we're in the Chick-fil-A like drive line and I was like,
the kid did not This was not the smell of a dirty baby. This was the smell of an infant.
Right.
Just as a thing.
That's because your wires are crossed and it repulses you instead of makes you want things.
Yeah, it fills me with the need for violence.
But
especially the sound of them. Oh.
Yeah. Silas had pooped and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take him inside and change his diaper really quick while you're in the drive-through. It'll be good timing. And I get back there and I open the door and I was like, and I was like, what? And like Silas is just covered in crap. Like he had
That's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And he like went to stick
like
his hands and I was like, no! And
I don't like this at all.
I was in the Chick-fil-A bathroom like trying to clean him up and the seat and the stuff and not get anything anywhere. And this other mom walks in and she's like, oh, I've been there. And she starts helping me.
Well, that's good.
It was awful. Good. It's one of the lowest moments of infanthood.
I think the lowest moment is them existing.
No, anyway. Well, I actually love my child, so
good for him.
We'll see.
You're a good mom.
Thanks. I try really, 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 really hard. Puppers. And a kitty.
I like how we both simultaneously had our animals just appear. Well, this one's not mine. Aww. This one's the shared one.
I like how you don't claim
now
her.
It's the shared one.
I changed my answer. I am gonna kill Zarkra.
I was about to say, I was like, so the lights went out all of a sudden, and you just hear a thunk as Zarka's at the bottom. Anyway.
Anyway.
Anywho. So you guys head back down the steps of this again, led by the same light. That again, once you get to the bottom, that last light just kind of goes out, and it's once again a dim, like a not really like it's a dimly just wherever the sun could reach it through the big door. You get to the bottom, and again, your cart is sitting there with Big Ivan still attached to it as he just kind of does that slow turn to look at you. He's honestly, he seems pretty chill. He's got like hay sticking out of his mouth. There's like a bundle of it up against the wall, and he's just like, up.
How's Bread doing? Did we let him out of the basket?
Bread is he's kind of half covered in one of the like the blanket tarp things that's in the back, and he's actually like leaning like his fingers on the barrel, and he kind of turns and looks at you guys, and you see that the little baby sun stomach also kind of quickly turns and looks at you guys, and it's just both of them are just like prolonged eye contact.
What are you conspiring?
Staring at
My
you.
baby!
The stowaways are conspiring. I'm sorry, they are not stowaways. We kidnapped one of them.
It doesn't know that though.
We might have kidnapped both of them.
Bread, did we kidnap you?
Left here against their will?
No, he asked
Bread
what.
asked to go with you.
Yeah, he was too
That was
small.
before we killed all the bandits.
Because he didn't know how to get back to the warm place, and Lilia was like, I can take you. He's trying to go south because he does not like the cold.
Well,
He's like
can't
a
all be
bird.
winners.
Lilia
they
is
were
like, did they hurt you with everything? She's like checking on her baby. She's like, here's a fish. It's gonna be okay.
I'll check on
We're
Big
back
Ivan.
now.
Make sure he's being well fed. Make sure he doesn't look too ragged.
Brett or Ivan?
Ivan.
Okay.
Please, Zarkra's gonna check
Bread's
on the
not my
useful one.
responsibil's
Zarkar's like,
I'll
hey,
go
Bread.
check
Passes
on
him to go to
Bread.
the horse.
Yeah. No, Big Ivan seems chill. He's just like, yeah, no, I've been here. There's hay. I'm good.
I'm not. Nobody's asked me to pull anything in like a good 20 minutes, so that's pretty chill.
Man, so as you guys kind of get situated back around there, that the large draft centaur. I keep wanting to say Clydesdale for all of them, but they're centaurs. My brain won't let it go. Anyway,
Their names are Clyde and Dale.
no, Cletus. Anyway.
Anyway,
I do say that a lot, don't I?
I'm just more aware of it now.
Yeah, now I am too, dang it.
Oh
That's
no,
a
the
generic
glass has been
segue.
shattered.
There's all
It's
stuff
my way
we
of
say a
saying,
lot.
hey, either you guys or my own brain back on track.
Mhm.
But you guys have kind of gathered around it, and you don't see the large draft centaur anymore. You're not sure if he went in or if he went back out or where. He's futzed off to who knows where. And for a moment, it seems like you guys are by yourself until you see ahead, you see, like a human person just kind of pop their head around the corner and go,
Hi.
I think it's you guys. I don't know
We
any
had-
other group that looks quite like you guys.
We are very
Jerry.
distinguishable. Hello, Jerry. Why is there another one?
People keep saying that today. I said that today.
What did you say today? What did I say today?
People keep.
Are
Sorry.
you okay?
just keep going.
You cast Cure Wounds on Lilia. I think she's broken.
I don't think that's
I
gonna
cast
fix her
Cure
broken.
Wounds on Amos. I think she's broken.
Woo.
Just kind of shakes. I was like, that's not important. I'll figure that out. Probably not. So she told me to take you guys. You guys are like staying in the barracks or something. She told me to like take you guys that way.
We are in our own room, if you will, with 4 beds.
Sure. I don't know. I
Yeah.
was just told to
Be
fetch
5
you
beds.
guys.
5
Yeah,
beds.
I was going to say, who's bunking with Bread? What are you talking about?
It seems wasteful for me to have an entire bunk to myself. 4 beds
We can
is fine.
share.
4
We
beds
have
is fine.
beds. I can get more beds. You know, we'll figure it out when we get there. Like, his voice does that kind of crack. Like, he seems kind of young to be a guard. You assume he's probably in training at the moment, but he's like, yeah. Anyway.
I was going to say,
Gods.
I could take the other half of your bed, Zakra. I'm going to need more than the one.
We'll make it work then.
Yeah, or I'll sleep with a pile on the floor. We'll figure something out.
So he kind of motioned to you guys. I was like, yeah, the stables. I hate calling them that because, like, people live in there, but they're over that way for, she said, your horse could stay there if you wanted. I didn't think he was going to sleep in your room, but, like, that's your decision, I guess.
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Okay.
I think he'd be more comfortable in a stable.
So he does, his head disappears back around the corner and he just kind of waits on you guys to follow along. Yeah. You guys follow
I
along?
mean, I follow along.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll, again, as you get Big Ivan to leave the hay alone finally and kind of start to go back and follow him, you get around the corner and you do.
I'll pull the card if he doesn't want to.
That's fine. But he was just like, he was less concerned about pulling the cart and more like, there was food here. Why am I leaving it?
Chunk.
Yeah, so as you guys kind of come around the corner and you just, he looks like he's, 18, 19 years old. Like he's not wearing the full guard uniform that the centaurs had been outside, but it does look like he's probably in training. The weapon on his hip is a wooden sword. He's trying.
Not very well.
A young recruit. I hope nothing breaks his spirits soon.
That's ominous. So
You're a little old to still be voice cracking.
You're never too old for voice cracking.
I'm 24. My voice still cracks. What are you saying?
It's probably for the same reason. This boy also has anxiety.
Yeah.
You seem very
Oh,
anxious, young boy.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You have
Well, it's
nothing
not
to
just
fear.
us.
Yeah. I was worried that you were intimidated by anything about us and our group.
Should I be?
Oh, definitely.
Not
Most
unless
people are.
I
Up
mean
for
it's
debate.
select.
We are incredibly powerful.
Right, but it's only a threat if you make it a problem. I guess that is inherently a threat then. That's called
I'm not
deterrent.
gonna take any of this, and honestly, I don't get paid enough to ask that kind of question yet. I'll worry about that in a couple years. Hey, you're
Squeak boy, you
the,
should talk to Bread. And I picked up Bread and put Bread next to this boy.
You know that's
Bread, talk to the Squeak boy.
that's a person, right?
His name
Yeah.
is Bread.
Yes, Bread is his name. His name
I was
Bread.
hungry when I was picking my name. Okay.
See, he already sounds less anxious. We should just lead with Bread in the future.
and just Brett up as a human should just
This
talk
is
to it.
our bread. Please do not be alarmed.
This is our bread given for you. Do not break it.
No.
It's like a mix of confusion and pity that immediately sets people at
And
ease.
petty.
I meant to say pity, but it didn't come out correctly.
We're all broken.
You
Yeah.
guys keep kind of chatting, kind of a little awkwardly. He seems to get a little bit more friendly with Brett as you guys walk towards that way, and he stops first at, and it looks like looks like a normal building at first, with that large, but it has the large kind of double doors to it, and you realize that that's actually this. It's not a. It doesn't look like a barn. It looks like what would be a barracks. But as the doors kind of get pushed open, you realize that it is stables, and there are even stairs going up to a second level of stables. Like, I don't think your horse will probably really enjoy going upstairs. We have an open stall. If that's fine. Do you want to?
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
It is more than Ivan is used to.
That's
Lelia
unfortunate for him.
picks up. She's just been carrying the barrel the whole time, I guess, because we left the wagon, right?
Do you guys still have the wagon?
Oh,
It
we
would
still
be put
have
up
the
here at
wagon.
the.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Lilia picks up
About
the
to drop off.
barrel off of the wagon then, and she's gonna put it in the stall with Ivan. No, she didn't take it upstairs. She's taking the barrel with her.
Okay.
She's just gonna
I
have
was
this one big barrel, no explanation. It's going with her.
Your wagon will be left here with Ivan, not attached to him, of course, but will be
Right.
left here with him. But any items or anything that you guys want to take up to your room, you are more than welcome to. They're not going to stop you.
I leave none of my possessions.
All right. Yeah. So again, he himself again ushers you guys take whatever you want off of the wagon. He kind of ushers it back in, and you do see other one of them is another centaur. One of them seems like a stable hand that seems like another half elf, kind of like Bread, but not really, not like a half what up. And take him in. He kind of disappears. The door shut, and he leads you back. And again, one building over, it looks like another of the same exact building, but no same double doors open. And you realize that this is not stables. This is not a double-decker stable. This is actual housing. And he leads you guys upstairs, and it's a very similar light to the ones that were in the hall, except they don't come on and off as you move. It's the whole place is just lit with them. And he takes you upstairs, and towards the very end of the hallway is one of the doors, and as he opens it, it's a pretty decent sized room. It looks like it might have been a storeroom at some point, but it hasn't been for a while now. And there are 3 beds in it, but as he kind of goes, so there's more of you. She didn't tell me how many or how big. I'm gonna go get more. But home sweet home. I'm across the hall if you need anything.
I was told I can pick up a pamphlet that tells me what is and is not a crime in this area.
They're on the beds. They're usually for the new recruits that come in. And it's like a little brochure pamphlet, and it's just things to know. And it's a very bright, cheerful, haha. Here are some common laws you should probably know.
I really
Do's and
appreciate
don'ts.
I really appreciate how in this society the law enforcement has to know the laws.
Yeah. It's a fantasy world. Let me have employees have time off where they're not bothered. They have health insurance. The police know what they're doing. They're not assholes. Let me dream. God.
It is
the
a
real
fantasy game.
Anyway. But yeah, so you guys are led into your room, and he leaves you alone for the moment to kind of get situated as he kind of hurries off to try and find someone to help him move beds, because he is not going to be able to do it himself.
Me.
Yeah, we'll do
Well,
it.
he has to go get them.
Oh, Lilia sits down her barrel and she says, I'll come with you. We can get the beds together.
I thought you didn't want to be separated.
But are they close? I want to help. But you're right. I don't want to be separated.
Well, you guys can get situated. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. But we could
And
lift
he
an
kind of-
entire bed on our own. She
kinda
whispers
shuffles
that
off.
to Fyodor.
He is less worried about the normal beds, and he's like, I have to get one of the big beds for you. And I need help. So he's run off to get one of the big guys.
Joke's on him. I'm going to sleep on the floor.
Oh, Jerry.
I'm not. Probably. We'll see how big their big bed is.
I don't know what you just said. I don't know what I've said. Anyway. Jerry's
So-
trying.
We should fucking figure out what the hell we're doing, yeah?
I don't know. We've never done it before.
No, good point. We've never had access to the resources like this before.
What is the plan?
I mean, I guess I'm supposed to take the flask to the college people. I mean, the college probably is the college and library attached to each other.
They're next door.
That's convenient.
helpful.
Ladies, did
Yes.
you have any particular interests while we are here in the keep?
In the
Uh,
big
I can't
city.
think of any. Obviously, my academics is not something that's going to be very helpful to me, although I hope you manage to find what you're looking for. It could be very helpful if you do.
We already have.
Hmm. Well, to be completely honest, I'm not sure how to best put myself to use here. Seems like we've gotten where we were headed, at least for the time being.
Hmm.
Lilia, do you have any interests in the keep?
um, it's all a little overwhelming. I'm sure I'll find something.
Well, the best way to make it less overwhelming is to compartmentalize it, to study it. As it were.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Metaphorically, Zarkra.
For that.
It's a good idea, actually. Lilia, if it would make you more comfortable with the city, I could go out with you tomorrow and we could learn the different parts of it more
That
The
sounds
lay of
fun.
the land.
more
Yes.
fully. Yes, one part at a time, break it up into chunks and explore and see where that gets us. We
Exploring
might
sounds
find
great.
something.
As you
Oh.
guys are chatting, you do hear those footsteps coming back down. And you hear that same kind of like quick pitter patter that you heard from Jerry, as well as a slower, more of a thunk sound. And as Jerry kind of pushes the door open, he's getting out of the way. He's like, I've got the door, please don't step on me. And like this person
I grab whatever comes through the door. Like, I
is
imagine
bigger
it's the
than you,
bed.
Fyodor.
What the fuck?
Not by a lot, but like when he kind of shuffles and stands up, you realize that he's definitely got some giant in him. As he just kind of like he has the bed under his arm. It's just
I respect
it's
this.
for you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And he just kind of thunks it onto the ground and goes, "I'm going back to sleep, Jerry.
Do you,
Wake up, Steven, next
I
time."
offer him I offer him Kafka. Would you like a drink, friend?
What is it?
Kafka.
Fuck it. And he just chugs the whole thing. Where are my dice?
He
'Cause I
cannot
just-
chug the whole thing. That is like a moonshine bathtub. Like,
Oh, I think he had like a flask.
I have a flask, which is like a small aquarium with a handle.
He'll take a big swig of it though, and I'm gonna see what happens to him. He's just like, ah, fuck it. I got woken up to move a bed because Jerry's weak.
Ugh.
Jerry is weak.
Lelia like just sits down on the barrel in the corner of the room, just kind of watching it all go on. She wants to make sure the baby doesn't try to pop its head out while there's people in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
check the list of laws for animal possession.
Yes, please do.
But he kind of takes a swig of it and passes it back to you. And for a second, it doesn't seem to do anything. And then he has just like on his face just shit. That's good. What is that?
Kafka. It
I
is
like
a
it.
goblin specialty. I don't actually. I think if I remember correctly, it's made with alchemy. Arctic coffee beans fermented in a weird way and distilled in the snow. It's a whole process.
Checks out. Tastes weird. I like it.
It tastes weird, and weaker folk who drink it get very broken. It's
Hello.
funny.
They do tend to do that a lot. Yeah.
He
Muscle
gets it.
degeneration is very apparent, and I left my new alarms.
Well, I see it doesn't run in the family.
Yeah. Division of labor.
We all have our own jobs to do.
And yours is
And
getting back to that nap, yes?
And he seems a little like he's still comprehensive. He definitely is holding it a lot better than the other two did in Zarker when they tried it. But he does seem to feel a little bit like he kind of moves with a little bit more of a sway to him as he kind of ducks back out the door. and shuffles off.
I want to know everything about that man. By the end of this campaign, I will also have a little bit of giant in me.
Ooh, lovely.
As soon as the half giant walks in, Careless Whispers just starts playing in Fyodor's head.
Oh my god.
Well, I was actually originally I was gonna joke. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna time it so that as soon as the door opens, he just walks into Fyodor, being like, "Anyway, I think we could take Jerry in a fight, and we'll turn his body into oh hello." So we kill the Batman.
But yeah.
But yeah,
I was like, so he shuffles out, and Jerry kind of, I was like, ta-da, beds.
Thank
That
you,
was-
Jerry.
thank you, Jerry, for finding a strong person. You know, that's never too late to get stronger. I know we gave you some razzing earlier, but
I'm trying. Believe it or not, I'm stronger than I was last year.
I believe that very easily.
Yeah. He's very proud of it. He's like, yeah, I'm getting buff. We're getting ripped tonight. He's so
Kitty,
excited about it. He's
what
like,
are
yeah.
you doing?
I turn to Brad and I go, okay, lesson number 2. You find the strongest person you know with a minimal amount of backsass, and you indenture them to yourself. The ideal is you have a brother who you love and cares for you. You do not have this, so you must find the next best thing, a strong idiot.
Are you saying that Jerry has essentially found a strong idiot in the half giant?
Brad has found a strong idiot in Jerry, who is trying to be stronger.
Oh.
So they will grow together. Right now, Brad is supposed to be smart one, and he is not very smart. Jerry is supposed to be strong one. He's not very strong.
They are level 0 version of concept of us.
They're Fire Emblem villagers. They're gonna get real powerful.
I don't know if I should be concerned.
Is this Brad or Squeak Boy talking?
This is Brad, and he's like, I don't know if I should be concerned or flattered.
Both.
Neither.
Hey.
There is
But-
no feeling you should feel, only the ones that you do feel. There is no
The
wrong
thing-
Boy,
emotion.
that is also true, but also you should be afraid
You do
of your
hear
own power.
the kind of squeak from that very familiar little sun stomach pup as he's kind of like out of the bed. He's like patting at you. He's like, "Excuse you."
Oh, yeah,
Feed
real
me.
quick. I was trying to figure out, I was reading the list of laws as all that was happening of what is the law of animal ownership?
As far as you can tell in it, it's essentially be respectful. As long as your pet is not trying to eat someone or someone else's pet, you're good.
Lelia, you can stop hiding him. It is as long as he does not kill or inconvenience anyone, he is fine. You may free him.
Oh,
Well, not free him, but like you can get his head out of the barrel.
oh, okay. She like gets up, opens the door, gives him
As
a little
soon
fish.
as you open it, you get splashed with a little bit of water. He's like squeaking at you. He's like, "Excuse you, I have been in here. I have been sloshed, and I demand fish."
She like
Squeak.
pulls out fish. I'm sorry, I just gotta make sure you're safe.
Two of his 4 front feet, like they do grab the fish from you as he's eager. He's like, "Thank you, finally."
Manners.
Yeah, I can't speak with animals, and I go, respect your mother.
You just get this slightest little squeak from him, like out loud, and you just hear no.
Roll for initiative.
Don't kill the
Roll
baby.
for discipline.
Please don't kill the baby.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going
Respect
to
your
discipline.
mother.
Lilia,
No.
Lilia, no, like I think by now she'd kind of get what the squeaks and stuff mean to a degree. Is that fair?
Yeah.
She pulls the fish
kind
right
of
back
like
out
when
of
you
its
have a-
hand, and she says, "Excuse you."
It's like when you have like a cat or a dog that after a little bit you kind of understand what their different sounds mean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She pulls the fish right back out. Excuse you. Let's
Told you.
be nice. Be nice. I've got plenty of fish. Okay,
Got
I'm
2 of
sorry
them
you
on
had
the
to
edge of
hide.
the barrel. The other 2 are just like stretched out, like He's
I
still blind, so he's just following the smell and the sound of your voice.
I forgot he was blind.
Yeah, they're
Solnishka.
blind.
Solnishka.
she
Say please.
she reaches down and pets the baby, and she's like, there. I know it's been a hard trip. She looks at Fyodor or Duka. She's like, it's a lot for a baby. It's okay, but we do have to have good manners. And
Is being trapped in a barrel a lot for a baby? That just seems
she hands the
like a
yes.
child, like easy.
Yeah. Wait, she gives the fish back.
He kind of disappears back into the barrel, munching on it. But yeah, Jerry's like, "What's his name?"
Oh fuck!
He's
You
very
just
cute.
turned that on me. How many
Did we
times have I
never
done
name
this?
it?
Yeah.
Reverse, bitches.
Wait,
How-
have you
don't
not?
believe
Have
they
we
did.
not named it? And
I'm
we only-
sure Lilia has definitely named this baby already, but Amos has not. Oh god.
proxy for my
Jerry is-
fallen family.
Jerry is very curious. Like he's just like, oh my gosh, look how cute it is. He's like, I would like to see the baby. He's not actively trying to get in the barrel, but he's very much over. But he's like, can I see it? It's so cute.
Okay.
Can I see it? I want to.
It's been a long day. Come back tomorrow and you can see the baby.
Okay, but it's so cute.
Do bonus points if you know where I can take the baby to swim a little.
I don't know about swimming, but like I know who you could probably talk to about it. And
Okay.
he's like half looking at you, like he's like only half of his attention. He's like, oh,
Fuck.
Do you like animals, Jerry?
yeah, but like look at its face, it's so cute. What is it? What is he? What's his name? Come on.
You're determined.
Lilia tells you the name, which we will come back to.
Thank you. I've got to put thought
I did
into it
also
because she
ask him,
definitely
"What is
would.
it?" Because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't recognize
Real
it. He
talk?
just thinks it's cute.
No fucking idea. Found it in the ocean?
Yeah, and then a bigger one came and tried to kill us all, and we killed it, and now it's my baby. She says that like.
If you're nice, perhaps we will not let it spit acid on you. I don't think it actually does that. It's been so long since we had that fight.
It's true.
We just talked about it
Concerned
last
now.
session.
But it's so cute.
It was poison?
No, I
Acid?
think it just glows.
It
I
just
can't
glows?
remember if that thing
had
almost
poison.
killed me or
It's
not.
poisonous.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of the things that almost killed me, but by now it's all starting to blur together.
Yeah,
Because
its
of the
saliva-
death.
Its saliva is poisonous because I
Okay.
based that off of like the Komodo dragons, of that the bacteria is just so bad.
Oh, we've definitely
poisons
harvested some
things.
of that, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
we did.
I feel like you took a
I know.
tooth as well, maybe?
Love you.
A venom sac?
Somebody took a tooth. One of you took blood.
I took blood. I always take blood.
We took the poison barbs from the God Seers.
That's
Yeah, we
right.
use those to get high.
The gut melting venom.
Oh, I thought you were. I was talking about the flashing one.
No, that
Like
was
you tried
destroyed
to
that on
take the
accident.
tail, but yeah, it was how they shimmered it is what caused the hallucinations.
Oh damn.
It wasn't
That's
like
why I
a.
thought that.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna go full crocodile with this. I'll just inject that backstreet shit and die a little. Eat the paint off of a guard
Oh,
wagon.
I specifically
Yeah.
keep the barbs away from Fyodor.
Yeah.
I'm
Kinda,
fine. Don't remind me to not use the alchemy kit on it for you.
yeah, Jerry kind of gets his attention back, and he's like, I've always wanted a pet, but we can't really have pets in the barracks. So like, sometimes there's this shop that's in town who they have like these. They specialize in like exotic pets and stuff like that. If you wanted to go talk to them, they're really cool. They have blink puppies and they're so cute, but you never know where they are.
Wait, there is a person who specializes in domestic animals for companionship.
Yeah. There's a shop down in town. I spend too much time there.
That is barbaric. You pay money to capture animals? We train them ourselves in the wild.
Weird.
I'm lying to your face. I do not have any concept of this. Lilia, do you want to check out the cute animals?
Yes.
There we go. Itinerary for later.
Zarkra is going to pull out a pad and start jotting down a schedule for tomorrow, starting with that.
Duha. Are
It'll
we
be good to
waiting
have a
till
plan of
tomorrow to
attack,
read?
metaphorically.
Duka, I have a
Oh.
favor to ask.
Okay.
Is there a way we could turn the barrel into a backpack?
Oh, cool. Demon Slayer with the
Yeah, I need to be able to carry this thing around without just having a barrel in my hands.
Probably.
I feel like I'm gonna have
exactly.
like the
I
cat.
don't know if it's in my wheelhouse.
You're just
do I
smart.
There's not a crafting skill in this game, right?
Correct. There's only proficiency with specific artisan tools.
But you
Okay.
know who could help you with this sort of thing?
Jack of all trades. Too.
That's fair. No, it's the college specialized. It's like a trade school, so they do. It's not just like magic and learning. Like remember when you read about it? It's like no, they also do blacksmithing and different like hands-on trades, or they also do magic and research. Like it's a college of learning of anything you
There we
could think
go.
of.
Lily is just asking Duka because
Someone there could probably do it for you.
he's like knows so much. That's just her reference to this.
Can I see if I know how to do this?
You can't. Hey, mouse, can you
Would
move?
a makeshift just like a makeshift one be a survival thing, like how you could makeshift a hammock to sleep off the ground?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be beautiful. She just doesn't
Like
want to
just like
drop
a
her baby on
survival
the
check
ground.
perhaps,
Mayhaps.
or just
I think I know which one I want, but I also forgot to pull up a character sheet because I can never remember what all the skills are. If I'm being honest. Open, please. Okay. Yeah. If you would like to roll a survival. Yeah, we'll make it a survival.
Fyodor, what's your survival?
I'm proficient in it.
Oh, that's right, it's wisdom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm proficient, but I have a 0 wisdom modifier.
I got a 3 in survival, proficient, but +1 wisdom modifier.
I have a +4.
Nice.
Lily is a monk. What's
That
your
is a
survival?
21.
I'm not proficient in it, but I have a 3.
Oh yeah.
Was a
Duka's
21
got the
good enough
best,
to
yeah.
know how to do this?
Takes you a little bit, but with the stuff that you guys have, you can kind of get it together. It's not pretty, but
That's
it's
awful.
functional.
I hate it. It's unindicative of my art,
She loves it.
and I throw it at
She's
you.
like, perfect! This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
This is the work of an amateur.
She's like, you're gonna come with me tomorrow. Talking to the baby.
What time of day is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
getting towards the end of the day at this point.
Is the college open at night?
There's probably a couple classes, but most of the people aren't there anymore.
Do they have like a
You
makerspace?
can still go through the library, but
Library.
probably
That's it.
not the
But yeah,
college.
so my earlier question of Duha, do we intend to wait until tomorrow to start our pursuits?
I cannot physically wait. It has taken every ounce of willpower that I have to not
That is a lot.
erupt out of this room and straight for a fucking library. The only thing that I am going to do before going is I am going to go to a general store and then I'm going to find some tissues because I know I am going to cry.
I mean, fair enough. So, do we have no way to contact each other if we are separated from, like, if we split the party?
That's true. It might do us some good to establish some sort of meeting point.
Here?
I mean, this room makes sense for that, yes.
Yeah.
And a specific time to show up.
Honestly,
if
it
something
might be
goes
more
wrong-
reliably. If you two are going to be wandering the city, I mean, it'd probably be easier to just say, we will stay at the college/library, and whenever you need us, come meet us
Good
there.
point. That will also be good for me to finish assembling an itinerary of sorts. That way, I can make a copy of it for you, and should we need to find one another in a hurry, we'll have at least a list of places to check if it needs to be narrowed down.
Or I will just Eldritch Blast straight up into the air, and you will come find me then. I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure that one is illegal. Yeah. Only if it
Yeah.
hits something.
Save it for emergencies, then.
Yep.
It's considered a
Not
public
a
disturbance.
terrible idea.
I mean, I
It's
am a
kinda like
public
you can't.
disturbance.
It's kind of like the same idea of you can't yell fire in a movie theater.
Why
Like
not?
you-
It's funny. It's very easy. It's one syllable. No, it's not. Fire. 2.
Fire.
Fire.
Common is
Fire.
weird. In Goblin, it is 7.
Shire.
What's the Russian word for fire?
Ogon.
Damn, that's still 2.
Hence Luke Ogon.
Oh.
What's the Duke? Kind of.
Duke, Duke, Duke,
Well,
Duke,
it's Duke.
gone,
Hey,
gone,
Duke
gone.
is
Duke, gone,
like
gone,
mind or
gone.
soul, and then
Aw.
Ogon is fire.
What does
That's
Fyodor mean
awesome.
again?
I like
Fyodor, it's like Theodore,
Oh, I'm Teddy.
that.
which is I
I'm
forget.
Ted.
You're a teddy bear, a teddy bugbear.
Heck yes.
Amazing.
Or you're the nerdy chipmunk. You know, right?
Name
Isn't Theodore
the what?
the nerdy chipmunk
Ironically
from
enough,
Alvin and the
Fyodor is
Chipmunks?
the Russian form of the name Theodore, meaning God's gift.
Aw.
No.
That is ironic. I love it. The god's best gift to Fyodor was
The
leaving.
God's best gift was their own death.
The greatest gift you'll ever
Ah.
learn is to love and know the gods have left. I think that's how Moulin Rouge goes.
I really thought you were gonna say the greatest gift of all is having you for a daughter.
No, I was going for the Moulin Rouge.
Aw.
The greatest
Different
thing you'll ever
Mulan.
know.
Mulan in Moulin Rouge.
A girl worth dying of tuberculosis for. Spoilers for Moulin Rouge. Somebody has TB.
I'm realizing I have no idea what Moulin Rouge is about.
No one does. It's provocative. No, he travels to France because he wants to be a writer and he wants to write a book about love. And then he meets a bunch of bohemians and a prostitute or something. And there's a circus.
Is this Rent? Are you talking about Rent?
Rent is Moulin Rouge, but worse.
But bad. Anyway, sorry, we do.
Sorry. Anyway,
It's neither here
Anyway.
nor there.
You know, shenanigans and charcuterie. Anyway.
yeah.
My gift is my song. Sorry.
Also a good one. So,
Then we have a plan. You all will sleep. I will read. And
I will do both.
Yeah. And you will meet us whenever you see fit in tomorrow. Yes.
At which point you will have a more detailed plan to let us know where to find you if we decide / am able to separate Tuch from the reading.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. And then I just, okay, you may go.
Boom! Fucking slams the door. Just fucking like.
Motherfucker.
Like Captain America knife arm running.
On your left. I'm following. It's like you're full sprint, and I'm just boom, boom, and I'm keeping pace. Just lumbering. It's like, pardon me, excuse me. I love your head. Pardon me. And we head to the library. Presumably, we find
Nice.
somewhere to indicate how to get there.
Yeah, I was like,
can
again,
feel it.
there's
Like just
you
I
said
smell the
Ken said.
knowledge.
fucking Scrooge, but just poking his head out the window. You there, boy? What day is it? Where's the library? It's Christmas.
I was like, because there are street signs and things like that about, but for larger landmarks, it's like, hey, college this way, library this way, town hall that way. So bigger markers like that will have specific every few streets or so be like, hey, go that way. Hey, go
Yeah.
that way. Do you
In
guys
my mad sprint, I am actually like trying to take a general idea of like the layout of the town so far to like for my map making later.
would any of the two of you I got there eventually like to make a perception check?
Not
Oh.
well. Can I
Oh,
assist?
No.
Can I assist?
No, you can make individual ones.
Shit.
I am very distracted. I rolled a 6.
Oh, Jesus. This is a straight roll. This is just whatever comes up on this 20.
Plus 0.
Oh, thank God. That's a 19.
So,
Straight 19.
Dugan, you are just like, yeah, there's buildings. It's cool to see that they're in one piece for now, but I have somewhere to be, things to do. If you get in my way, I will run you down with no sympathy. Like, you are going. Fyodor, you, with your larger gait, you're able to take kind of like same speed, but it feels like a lower pace and actually take in your surroundings a little bit more. And there are varying sizes of like these larger, like stone like buildings and houses and things like that seem very well cared for. Some of them have ivies. There's plant life and things are growing here, which is very odd just for the fact that there's a little bit of like snow and frost closer towards the walls, but the closer to the center you get, the warmer and more inviting this place seems.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not really a distinct like, oh, this tends to be this it's a very even mix of different types of races and things like that, and even ones you've never seen before. You're like, I don't know what that is, but cool, good for you.
It is a person. Fyodor does not discriminate.
Fyodor doesn't see color.
Fyodor doesn't see differing physiologies.
But yeah, it's like because there are
Fyodor
people
knows
that are
friend
smaller
and
than
weak
you.
points.
Some have wings, some have tails, some have neither. Some of them don't have any eyes at all. Some of them
That's
are taller
fine.
than you are. Like it's a whole cacophony of these random different things, and you're just like, oh, neat, cool. It's things you didn't know existed that are now just walking the streets here.
I mean, I actually do, yeah, being the one who studies people. I'm like, that is interesting. There's so many types of people. I wonder what their blood is like.
But yeah. So you rush down the city streets, and you're at first for a moment, you're like, where is this goddamn library? And as you kind of like that anime skid of like you turning the corner of the cloud up under your feet as you skid, it's there. You hear the chorus in the back of your head, just oh, it's like it's again with it starting to get darker, it is lit up beautifully with these flickering different colors of lights that they don't seem like they're flickering like a flame, but they don't give off the same heat that like a torch or something would. You're not quite sure what kind of lights these are, but they are beautifully lighting up this large, almost cathedral like building with these big stone statues, kind of like of these again weird creatures standing like perched outside of it, leading up the stairs into this building. And you do kind of make out by that front door, there's a little bell by it.
I'm like, whoa, cool.
I catch up. As I catch up to my push the weird choir that's behind him out of the way. Just like,
The library.
sit, Pabratim.
I am confused why you stopped running. The door is still that way.
My legs are vibrating too hard for me to move.
I just pick him. I
Oh.
not scruff him, but I basically just like grab him by the collar, just like, come on. I
Thank
just,
you, Pabratim.
and I carry him the rest of the way. Get her like whatever passes for a front desk. If my brother does not consume all of the knowledge in this room, he will probably implode. Where should he start?
Oddly enough, there actually isn't a front desk.
Fuck! I just said that to the Nether.
Like, you just said it to some random person that was just in there by the front with a stack of books. It's just like, the library goes that way. I guess walk that way. I don't know, man.
What are the rules about copyright infringement?
What?
Can I copy the books?
Shit, yeah, just don't take the book.
That's fine.
God. I like eyes down, just kind of shoves up like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Fyodor has.
I'm afraid.
I say Fyodor has never been the second scariest thing in a room before.
It's a knowledge
it's like-
goblin.
As you step through, again, there's that.
Not
You
so
almost,
scary.
if it didn't glint off the light like it did, you would have almost missed the bell as you go by. But again, as soon as you step in, it is just like it towers up into the ceiling. These large rows of books. They're the sliding ladders going across different rows and things like that. And it just you can't see the back of the library when you first walk in.
Hey,
It's
who turned out the light?
massive.
Cast detect magic. There's nobody like watching the library, right? There's no like librarians, there's no guards, there's no that I can tell.
You don't really see anything but a couple people that every now and again come in or out of that just seem to be other people perusing the library.
Okay.
I ring the bell.
Yes. And then I will go into what I do.
You ring the bell, and Fyodor, you don't seem to see anything, and you're just like, well, and again, as you turn your head, there she is, and you're still like, hi, I wasn't expecting you to ring the bell so soon, but I'm glad you found the library.
It is
What can I do
literally
for
why we
you?
came here. We realized there is no like official desk or like help station. I was curious, like, is there like a system of how to find shit, or do we just kind of meander
If you
through?
go to the center of the library, there is a large round table, and you can ask it anything, and it will find it for you.
What the fuck? That's really cool. To the center. Oh, where is the trade school from here?
Oh, it's the building behind here.
Sweet. Going
It's
to
kind
learn
of it's
so much alchemy.
bigger than this library, but it's shorter, so it kind of gets cast back a little bit.
Respect. Thank you for your time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Farewell, my
And she
friend.
just poofs. She's just gone.
Man, why can't we just teleport everywhere? Sounds fucking rad.
Someday.
No, I don't think my power source will let me do that.
Well then I don't have a comeback. I just to the desk.
To the table that can find the books or
To the
whatever. Yeah.
table.
So as you go through the library again, you like your eyes are everywhere, just like there's so
Oh, I
much here.
cast
Oh my
detect
god!
magic, by the way. I cast
Oh.
detect magic, and I am always looking to see which books are magic.
What is the range on that?
1,000,000.
Detect magic has a range
Nothing.
of
Her
30 feet.
face.
It's almost like it's both alarming but also very exciting that not everything is going off, but every time you take a step, something leaves your radar and something else like it's just going off. There are
Is
things
it the
scattered
books
all around.
themselves?
Yes, sometimes like there'll be books, scrolls, there'll be like some artifact tucked away somewhere. Like it's not everything is, but it's just pinging.
Magic. Just frosting, foaming.
Go full Gurgi. Monsters and magic.
I take the crossbow off my back and I hand it to Fyodor. I can't be trusted with this.
I said that when you picked it up and I put it in my bag.
You guys make it to the center desk, looking rather rabid at this point with excitement.
Should we cut to the other two?
I was gonna set up the desk and then switch.
Yes. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what you're
Bam.
doing.
I'm trying.
I
Figuring it out.
Jeez,
You're
let her do
doing
her
great.
job.
But as you kind of get to the center, and again, it looked like normally there would be a spot where somebody could walk into wherever this desk is, but it's just this round circular desk, and there's nobody behind it. It's as you kind of glance over, you do see, and where there's a thin layer of dust, you do see what looks like footsteps, but you don't see anybody around it. You're at a desk. And now, to the girlies.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you gonna do about
Hmm.
it? Because you guys are back at your room. They have gone off to the library. Are you guys wanting to stay here? Do you want to explore something?
Do you want
did
to talk
play
shit about us?
Parcheesi.
I mean, it's pretty late, honestly. We can
I know
definitely.
Zarker can be kind of nosy.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel
I
like
remember the mailman.
they took all their stuff with them, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
They did, but you're in a barracks in a strange new place with a lady that apparently has eyes in places you don't know.
that's
yeah, I'm gonna try and detect if I'm being surveilled in any way. That's what I'm gonna try and do. Because yeah, that does make sense. She mentioned having eyes elsewhere. She was able to communicate with Jerry without leaving the room. There's definitely something going on. You know, being able to read us and tell that we've been through a lot. Like I'm showing physical signs of that. Lilia kind of has that air about her. That could be a charlatan's trick, perhaps. That could be like a cold read. But yeah, there just seemed to be some extra aspect to her sight that I can't explain with simple observation. So I'm going to try and deduce what that is.
Lelia is doing stretches on the floor right this
I'm
moment.
imagining kind of like puppy yoga or like the baby goat yoga. You're doing stretches, and the little blind pup is just kind of all over you. It's just like, I am also doing
Aw,
the thing. Like on his back, just kind of rolling. It's like, I am also the stretch.
I'm participating. That's adorable. Oh my
he can't
So
see
gosh.
what you're
cute.
doing, but he's still gonna do it.
He can feel.
He's trying.
He can
Yeah.
sense.
He's learning yoga poses via braille.
Maybe it's like
Yeah.
a
It's like
tremor sense or electroperception. We don't know how these things
it's like goat
detect.
yoga. They
Just being
they
floppy.
know how to stay on you and to like do the thing. Have you seen that? Please tell me
He's
I'm not the only
got
person
6
that's seen
legs.
goat.
He might as well use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for kicking. Hell yeah.
If
Mhm.
Zarka seems interested in anything or doing anything, Lilia's gonna be like, I could go for a walk. She's a
That
sporty, got lots of energy. Like she could probably go for a run, but
You got little legs.
that could be refreshing. We've been kind of trudging through the snow for a while, and that's not the best thing. I think I'd like to take a look around here before we go anywhere, though. I don't think this will take long.
I'll be right here. She goes back to doing stretches with the baby. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, so I don't really have like any spells to find things like I don't know detect magic or anything like that. But is there something I can do to try and investigate around and see if I can locate one of these eyes?
I suppose that's kind of up to you on how you're trying to go about it. Like, are you trying to, like, are you physically trying to look for things, or are you trying to see if you can, I guess, set something up? Like, are you like throwing things? Are you trying to cause a commotion? Are you just being sneaky?
She
Are you trying
got
to get into
inside.
places you shouldn't be? What are
She
you
got
doing?
inside my head. I think I'm going to try and return the favor. Zarkra's kind of a sneaky sort. She's been a scout and an infiltrator. She is going to try and think like, now if I were going to spy on the barracks, let's say, from what point would I want to do that? What's a place that's out of the way, but also has a good view of everything? Someplace the eye is not drawn. Basically, if I were going to try and sneak into this place, where would I tuck myself away?
Where the eyes aren't drawn. Sorry.
Hey,
I made a Celeste joke.
you did. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
So yeah, what would I roll for that? Maybe insight?
Yeah, you can roll
If I'm
insight
trying to
for it.
think like her.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Insight. That is 13.
So you kind of take a moment to yourself. You're back in the zone. You're just like, no. In order to beat your enemy, you must think like it. What would they do? What is their like? You're trying to get into the head of it, trying to figure out how she goes about it. But you also don't really understand how it works.
Oh,
So
right.
in
Yeah,
your
I got no
brain,
clue.
you're kind of like, okay, you're still thinking of it very physically of like, okay, where can I hide something that could watch? And so
Mhm.
you start kind of going through, you're searching under the beds, you're going through like the tables and stuff that were in the room, you're kind of looking through the hallway. You're even at some point trying to see if there's like spots under the floorboards that like pull up like a secret compartment thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you can't seem to find anything that really is just like, I'm watching. Like you can't really find anything that just seems to be out of place or what. Like it seems like barracks. You can't quite figure it out, but there's still that unnerved like inkling in the back of your head.
Mm. All right, Lilia, let's go for a walk.
Okay. All right.
We'll
See,
return to this
how
problem
can I
later
help
with a
with
fresh
this?
mind.
Do I smell anything like interesting? Like, follow your nose. Like, and even if it's something that smells good or yummy or like, ugh, that's bad. I wonder what that is. Or
Ooh, 24-hour bakery.
yeah,
Are you guys are you doing that outside or are you trying to do that in the room?
just
Oh,
as
I was
we're
thinking we'd go
walking. Yeah,
outside,
as
yeah.
we're walking.
Okay.
She's just kind of smelling and listening and hearing and taking in everything. Like it's cool.
I was like, because this is a little bit
Combination
more
D&D and
chill
Taco Bell. Like this.
for Lilia. And then because it's getting darker again, some of the people are kind of going back to bed. Some of the more nocturnal people are coming out, but it's a little bit more chill and mellow than it is during the day. So you're able to kind of get a better look at the place and kind of get more of a feel for it. And both of you do notice that as you're kind of meandering through streets and things like that, the further away from the walls that you get, it starts to get a little bit warmer. Lily, you smell like fresh foliage. There's flowers and different herbs. Like there's different things growing here that you haven't smelled in a while since you've been trudging through the tundra, and you're just like, it almost smells like it. The smell kind of reminds you of home. That very like fresh greenery that's going on here. You see people that your wildest dreams could never have imagined these types of people, and they all seem very friendly. Like every night, people just like kind of wave at you. They're very kind of curious. They're just like,
She's like, hi, hi.
sometimes I was like, you will sometimes catch the drift of like one of the taverns and stuff, not tavern, like one of the restaurants up that are open a little bit later. You can kind of get smells and wafts of that and things like that. But yeah, is there anything you guys are specifically looking for, or just stuff out of place?
Trying to think of whether or not the.
Did someone call me?
What?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if it would help, could we theoretically have them do what they're doing tomorrow? Because our library trip is going through tomorrow.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think honestly, Zarka would be fine just going on a walk tonight to like clear her head and enjoy the warmer climate. I don't think she's necessarily like trying to achieve anything with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
But
wasn't
I don't
sure if
know.
you
I don't
guys
know
were
about
like.
Lilia.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't sure
no,
if you guys
she's
wanted
just
to go forward with that or just explore and see what was around.
yes. She's just looking around, stretching her legs, and like probably naming off the herbs and flowers or greenery that she knows. She's just like, oh, and that's a this, and oh, that's a that. To
Yeah, Zarka's listening
Zarka.
intently.
I'll let
She
you recognize most of it.
enjoyed
Sorry.
the time that she spent. Oh no, sorry, it's fine. She enjoyed the time that she spent at the monastery. It was very different than her previous life, and she found it very restorative, like it was supposed to be. And so, while she doesn't feel the same level of trauma of having it all stripped away, because she kind of expects a good thing to end, she has that like defense built up, so she didn't feel that same level of loss that Lilia did. It still like makes her happy to see Lilia back in her element, especially after seeing her so, I don't know.
Homicidal.
Yeah. Yeah, after seeing the ways
Or
that this
kill
journey
that
has
guy.
affected her and watching her do a murder very like coldly and efficiently. Even though we've talked about that, I think it's good for Zarkra to see her just kind of like walking among the flowers again.
Be right back. Somebody's knocking on my door.
She doesn't say any of that, but yeah, she feels a bit more at peace.
Good.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll be
Oh.
right back. Somebody's knocking on my door. 1 second.
This hour? That's how you get a serial killer. Place your bets now. I think it's the neighbors saying that they couldn't find a dog or something.
We're probably not going to go too much longer because I think a good spot to end it would be when we pick up next week. You guys getting into your big stuff.
That sounds
know?
good to me.
Yeah. So we'll probably do a little bit more exploring with you guys just for the next few minutes or so and get it set up so that when we start back next time into the library and the pet shop or anywhere else you guys want to go and stuff like that. Because there is other stuff that I have in here. I just knew we weren't going to be able to have time to get into it yet.
So you made sure we got the two most exciting ones, the library
Yeah.
and the pet shop.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can't wait to see an entire shop filled with weird ass animals that you made up.
Yeah.
This is what you're doing at work. You're just like, and this is what if a dog, but it was cuter.
And
There
bigger.
are blink puppies.
Blink puppies
Jerry did say that they have blink puppies there.
That seems like a nightmare.
That's why he was like, yeah, they're real cute, but you never know where they are.
They are. You do if you train them.
They just keep appearing and disappearing.
I don't want that in a dog. That's my problem with spiders.
I don't
It's
want that
kind
in
of
a.
the same idea as like the keeper, and then it's there, and then all of a sudden it's behind you, and then it's on you, and it's like, haha, hello.
It's kind of the same idea as the keeper in that it's functionally omnipresent because you never know where it might be or what it might be watching or what trouble it might be causing. So it's kind of a panopticon effect, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
But
Also,
they're so cute.
The
nice
keeper's a panopticon
panopticon.
effect. The blink dog is the effect of, oh no, I need to take care of it. I'm responsible for it. It could be anywhere getting into trouble, and that would be my
Like
fault
us.
because I've accepted responsibility for it. So it's just a constant panic attack.
Like Jerry.
Yeah.
Did you know that blink dogs in some of the southern parts, which Gyokugan has probably read about in some of their books that they read, blink dogs make good herding animals because they can get on different sides of the herds very quickly.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So they are a handful to train, but they are very good for herding animals, for herding livestock.
They can do the work of multiple dogs.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Blink puppies!
You have such cool world building ideas.
Did Amos get murdered?
My money is still on neighbor.
Okay. You know what would be the plot twist of the century?
If she murdered someone.
They found Varric.
Why would they find Varric now?
That's why it's a
That's
plot
why it would be the
twist
plot
of the
twist of
century.
the century, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Varric.
Her old
Her dog that went missing, 2-3 years ago now?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did I
Well.
miss? Where is it? Where is Amos?
Somebody was knocking on the door.
Oh no.
Oh
Mystery.
Yeah.
Are we still on the girls? Are they still doing their thing?
Yeah, we're probably gonna finish up where you guys are at the desk and they're like at their next destination, so that when we start back up, we can get all the juicy bits since it's getting late.
Sweet.
Yeah. When Amos decides to come back,
baby, come back.
You can blame it all on
me.
Very nice.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah, I always love any situation where I can just say dumb shit.
All the stuff you've said tonight has been delightful.
I'm glad. But yeah, I was like, for the last several sessions, I'm like, I need you guys to get where you're going. I can't rush it, but like, you have to meet her.
She's very powerful.
She's very good. I love her.
Oh yeah,
I love
she's
her so
awesome.
much. I love her
Gosh,
design and her personality. She's just
you did such a
bubbly and ominous at the same time.
yes, you did such a good job on all of it.
Hondo.
Awkward silences.
So I'm not going to make it awkward.
Well,
you
I
made it
made it
awkward.
awkward, yeah.
Why would you do this?
I
I can't
am
believe you've done this.
I am chaos. I cannot be contained. Except for by bodies of water.
I have to compile my list of everything that Dukagon wants to spend time researching in this library.
I would say that would probably make Bane's life a lot easier if we did not just force her to improvise a 3-day bender of research. It's like, okay, so now I'm gonna look up this thing. Okay.
You'd be surprised at what weird little snippets of knowledge that I have stored around about this world. Like, again, I don't think the blink dogs are ever going to come up as a herding thing, but I knew it and I liked it and it exists.
All right,
I
if
mean,
we want,
we do hunt animals. What if we got a blink dog as a hunting dog?
what if just to trip her up, we just asked for like a phone book?
No.
That's
I didn't.
evil.
I want to research exclusively the names, professions, and one defining detail about every NPC in the city.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, one of the bookshelves fell over and Fyodor was crushed beneath knowledge.
I
Dukagon
punched through the
didn't fucking
knowledge.
Duka got his nose, just like, did you hear that? That's fine.
notice. Why are these books covered in blood? Nah, whatever.
Why are these books screaming "Help me, Duka" in Fyodor's voice?
Questions for later.
Surely I will be, with a little more research, I'll have the answers. And shuffles off.
And by a little more research, I'll have the answers. I mean, I have learned the migratory patterns of an animal I didn't know existed this morning.
I mean, I've been here for 5 days and I haven't eaten. I've neither eaten nor slept. I'm not sure what year it is or what species I am.
Day 5. I have finished the last of the corpse honey.
I'm getting a little worried about Amos now.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Are we still on stream?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
because she thought that more
They
stuff was.
definitely did not come here to see us.
Yep.
No.
Hey, Core, can you run ads or something if you're still in?
Core, can you like censor my face? I don't know the extent of your powers.
I don't. Core,
Well,
I
you can
never.
turn your camera off.
I say don't question the
Oh,
extent
that's
of Core's powers.
It's not the not being seen, it's the one it's just having my face be blurred comically.
Oh.
And I really should have brought up the chat before I talked to it directly. Because if they responded before I pulled it up, nothing's gonna happen. I won't be able to read it.
What did you
Oh,
guys say
yeah.
to the chat?
Oh, just the Core run ads.
Oh.
I haven't heard Core or seen Core in a hot second.
Current poll: did Amos die?
No.
Oh no, it became a snuff stream.
I don't like it. I don't like it one
Thank you,
bit.
Core.
Thank you, Core.
What did Core do?
Started a
Started
90-second
ads.
commercial.
Oh, cool.
Well, the votes are in. Amos is dead.
Oh, beans.
Man, I don't even like to joke about that. I'm gonna be
Doesn't-
honest.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can only joke about it because I know Amos could kick anyone's ass with a toothpick.
I mean, that's true.
Did
I
you
don't-
guys have anything in mind that you were wanting to get into?
Tonight?
Either in the upcoming session, like if there was something you were wanting to research into, or
I have
if
a
there was
huge list.
oh god.
I am back. I'm sorry. My child heard
Hi.
something that scared him, so
Aw.
had to go.
Is that what the knock on the door was?
Carvel, did Amos die?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, yeah, we realized that we were still on stream without you, so I just yelled "core run ads" since he did. So. That man deserves a raise.
He does. He does indeed. Everybody want to pension? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, do you pay that man?
I try with
He
stuff.
pays him an exposure.
Oh god.
No, no.
That means any money would be a raise.
Exactly. But the trick is, even if she tried to pay him, he would just put all of it into bits for the stream. So
Aw.
It's possible.
But yeah.
yeah.
The primary thing I am interested in Madison is finding a tome of clear thought.
Oh.
Alright. Noted. I will put that in the knowledge bank.
I like how
And then
everybody
hopefully
voted
one
that I
day
died.
Duka can put that in his knowledge bank.
Yeah.
You do remember though, the rule.
The
Just
rule.
one.
Nothing can leave the library.
Doesn't have to leave the library.
It doesn't leave the
Specifically-
library, neither do I.
I was about to say, because I made sure to clarify that this wasn't some fake shit. I was like, okay, the books cannot leave the library, right? You keep saying nothing, and you did confirm that like reading materials cannot leave the library. We're not trapped forever.
Yeah, people can leave,
Oh,
but none of
no.
the like books or artifacts or anything can.
Y'all, she read us. That makes us reading materials.
Oh no. Fuck.
Plot twist.
Oh shit. Balls.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that fayish.
Also, like my personal reading materials can leave the.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
this,
that's
like
true.
the property of the library cannot go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Oxford. Like you just, it's too old. You can't. Poll ended. Amos declared deceased.
Oh god.
I have died.
Fuck you.
I was wondering why your camera was
Indeed.
off.
That's because
Make us
I'm gonna
verify.
stuff my face really quick with a sandwich, and then I will bring my camera back up.
I think
Well,
we're ending soon.
Yeah, as I was
Oh, we
saying
are?
to the group, I was like, we were probably going to end it where we're squared up, where you guys, both groups are going up to their big thing. So, like, instead of going into the library and you guys are going tonight, we're going to get to the front of it, and then we'll pick back up on the next one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
The
So,
keeper was just absolutely adorable.
thank
And
you.
edgy.
I love her. I love her so much.
I like
But
that she
yeah.
used tiny little things as her outfit.
Yeah. She's the size of a human hand, and I love her. And she's horrified.
She can give high fives with her whole body.
And that would hurt because that would also be slamming her eyes into something.
She does heavy lifting with
Oh,
Mage Hand.
nice.
Like
Yeah, it's better
Duka.
for high fives.
Cora! What are you doing?
Yeah, so Zarka and Lilia, you guys again, you are catching a lot of this, like the sense and the sights and the smells, as you're kind of taking a lot more time than the brothers did to kind of take things in, and it's a very comfortable warmth that, again, it's been a while since either of you have felt this. It's not as warm as the monastery had been, but it's definitely a lot warmer than the tundra. You have not seen any snow or frost since the outside walls. And as you go through, you start again, it's becoming less of a residential, and you'll see like a bakery, a restaurant. There's actually, you hear the clanking of the metal as there's actually a blacksmith that is currently open and working as the embers kind of glow up part of the street. And there are the same like lantern lights on the corners as they go down. Most of the buildings are lit with them. And there's you do see, as you kind of turn a corner, your ears catch this like weird sound that you don't recognize at first, and Lily is immediately just like, what's that?
What?
And as you kind of
Sorry, everything just fell back there, and the lights
Everything
are
okay?
now off. I don't know what the cat just got into, but she fucked something
Oh
up.
dear.
It's okay. Continue. I'll fix it in a minute.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait,
like,
let
I'll
me
wrap
make
it
sure
up.
she's not trapped. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do that.
Okay, no, she's not. I can see her. She can get out. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But as you kind of stop for a second, again, you hear those weird sounds that you don't recognize. It sounds like animals and things like that. And as your head turns to look down the corner, you do see like this building that at first you almost couldn't tell it apart from some of the other ones. And then after a moment of looking at it, you see like a light kind of flicker on, and it's a weird neon light looking thing with a sign. Just says exotics.
Ooh.
And this building is covered, like it is covered head to toe. You can't see the stonework. It has got vines over it. Oddly enough, some of the flowers and stuff that are on it, one of them does turn and look at you. That's strange.
It's
That's
certainly
new.
exotic. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where we'll leave it.
Okay.
Nice. Exotics. What did you do, Kat? Afraid of this. She like knocked all. There she goes. That's a canvas with a drawing on it that she just knocked onto the ground. And I'm guessing she pulled. The lights are wired down in that closet. I'm guessing that she pulled them out of the wall.
I was not expecting Fyodor to start simping over a side NPC that I threw in there. I guess
He wasn't
I gotta make
actually.
a person.
No, that was
That's
more of
fair.
Dalton making jokes.
That's fair. I am making a whole person.
I mean,
I have that power.
he is a whole person. It's just not. We just don't have to know any of those details.
Oh, that's too late. I'm not good at just making a side thing. Whenever I have a new NPC pop up, I have a bulleted list of just basic traits to know about to go off of.
Everything except their name.
Yeah, I'm bad at the names.
Names are hard.
You're not wrong.
As soon as I was like, all right, this is what I need. I was like, I have what he is. I have where he came from. I have his age. I have how long he's been like what kind of jobs he's had. Some interest. I'm like, all right, cool. We're this person now. Let's go.
You got his whole MySpace profile ready to go.
Everything but a name. I'm not good at the whole, yeah, this is just a person that's here. I'm not good at that. I have to make a person.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that when I'm DMing. As you guys have met, you know, Furnace Guard #1. You're like, what's your name? It's like, he tells you his name. Moving on.
But yeah.
I
Any
will.
questions, comments, concerns, or critiques?
I'll have a name by next session. I gotta put some actual
For
thought
the
into
aminal.
it. I don't know how I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, Uno reverse.
Yeah, you did. You got me good.
What's his name? Brad.
I've also done that to Dalton like so many times in the L5R campaign.
Oh, I know.
So what's their name?
See, the joke's on that one though, because well, first off, that's why they all have K names. Is because I just have a list. But also I cheat because I also have started, as we're playing, just keep up the voice cast list from Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I'll just pull names from like the freaking art department and shit over at Square Enix. I'm like, well, your name is Masahiro.
I like it.
They literally met two characters whose names were the one first and last name of the voice actor for Barrett.
Yes.
Like,
Classic.
yeah, because yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah.
Me too. It was
Same.
great to see y'all's faces and hear your voices.
Well, likewise.
Well,
I hope you guys had fun. I look forward to the shenanigans you get into this coming session and the consequences of those actions. Yes, shenanigans and charcuteries.
The shenanigans and charcuteries. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
bye, stream. I'm gonna tell the stream bye. Let me turn that off. Thanks
Bye.
for tuning in. Wait, is this the part where I'm just like, don't forget to like and follow? Or
Don't do that.